What's up, everybody? Here in my car, and I just got out of the theater after seeing the movie The Shrouds, directed by David Cronenberg. So I really love David Cronenberg, more so his older stuff. Crimes of the Future from last year or two, it was probably 2 years ago, I can't remember, but I wasn't a big fan of that movie. But overall, I love David Cronenberg. I love his concepts, the way he plays with technology. Even if I don't feel like it's executed that great, I still love the ideas that he comes up with. And this movie is another example of exactly that. This was a movie where it had an awesome concept. I love the idea of this like tech sort of guy who creates these sort of cameras that scan and keep an eye on a person's dead, deteriorating body while it's in the casket or in the ground or whatever. It's very like Black Mirror-esque, as are a lot of his ideas. But man, this movie started off great. I thought it was going to be amazing. And then about halfway through, more towards the third act, I just got very, very bored and uninterested, and I was just ready for it to wrap up. So most of the movie is kind of like a mystery of us trying to figure out, or follow him trying to figure out, who vandalized the grave sites that he built. Right from the beginning, I kind of knew who might have done it, or at least had something to do with it. And yeah, the whole mystery aspect was kind of weak, even outside of kind of knowing that person might have been involved. Like, I just honestly did not care. But again, the technology stuff was really cool. It really is kind of like a Black Mirror episode for most of it. And honestly, I think it might have been better as a Black Mirror episode rather than a full 2-hour movie. And it did have some cool themes that go with the technology regarding technological dependence, how AI can be corrupted, how society as a whole has kind of become so dependent on technology that if it does get hacked or whatever you want to call it, we're all kind of screwed because we are so dependent on all of it. Now, it didn't really go that far into those concepts as I would have liked, but it's still there. And of course, there's some freaky Cronenberg sex that happens because every Cronenberg movie has to have some weird kinky shit. And of course, they throw that in here too, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. You know, it kind of spiced things up a little bit, to be honest. And man, the acting, I love Vincent Cassel and Guy Pearce, but man, they were both really bad. Like, I normally don't even pay much attention to how good or bad the acting really is. It's just not something I really try to look for or pick apart. I'm more a cinematography guy who's kind of looking at all that shit. But man, this movie, the acting from those two performances, Diane Kruger was fine, she was all right, but man, Vincent Cassel and Guy Pearce, what the fuck, man? I know they can both act, but they were just both phoning it in. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever watch this movie again, personally. I would recommend waiting for it to come out on streaming if you want to watch it, but those are just my thoughts. Thank you, as always, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.